Okay, fellas, we're back. We're gonna go through the news that dropped yesterday, the 28th of January, and apparently today there's gonna be even more news about the GLOOMSPITE GITZ and the upcoming battle tome and the changes for the army. And as of now, it feels like there's gonna be a bunch of change with this army, and I would assume that we will see some different list, and especially with this latest news about the bad moon and the different phases and what they affect, that might encourage people to mix a bit more. And as I went through in the other video, you could still go, for example, heavy rockets with this, because you can. So basically what this is that in the beginning of the game, you start where you choose where to start the moon, and then it rotates every battle round. And the effects, so the two effects here and here affect the Droggz, and so on, and this affect the Squigs, and so on. But you can mitigate that with either casting this new spell that we got, and having a bit of luck with that. And you can also do it or like have the malevolent moon out on the battlefield, and everything holding within 12 will get all of the effects here. So that will mean if you go like rockets, you will still have the effect if they're wholly within 12. And I think also the Loon Shrine will do the same thing. I'm not sure about that, it's just my guess. And besides that, you can use Grots and his effect to choose one battle round. So say you go out of this phase and then you want to go back here. So you can essentially, like if you have Grots and keep him alive, you will have 4 turns where you can choose to keep the moon, for example, with the Droggz buff. And now the changes of it is that it also affects the whole battlefield as I understand it. So you won't have to think about the quarters and stuff like that. So that's interesting, but that's not what we're here for today, because we're going to go through the news that dropped yesterday. And that's some news about some of the new models. And so first off, I guess we can, because the first thing we're going to go through is this new effect, Droggz Da Sunchompa, which is basically on aura that that this guy will have. So what we will see here is that Drog riding on this wolf will have this thing bent behind its back. That's going to affect everything wholly within, or not even wholly within 6 of this unit. Subtract 1 from hit rolls for the enemy unit's attacks, and the enemy unit cannot use all-out attack command. So this I think is very powerful, and I also like that it's within 6, because that makes it more difficult for the enemy to just simply stay out of that aura if you play this correctly. We don't know the stats for Droggz yet. We only know like some of the abilities, so this one and also this one. So it's going to be interesting to see how durable he is. I would imagine him not to be that durable. Like he looks a bit armory. He got some, I mean, he got the shields and stuff, so maybe it's, what would I guess, like a 5-up or a 4-up save. Wounds, wouldn't know, 8. Anyways, the other effect of him, so this is interesting. Like I think this can be useful depending on the points cost and everything like that. The other thing is that he has this once per turn reaction when you declare the fight ability for this unit. So when you fight with Droggz, you can pick a friendly Gitmob within the combat range of Droggz to fight immediately after Droggz has fought. So that's basically like you get to fight twice. And that might be good. I don't know what the Gitmob units will be like. We will go. We will move on soon to the snarlfang cavalry. So we can look at that soon, because they are one of the units that will that you might want to use with this. So difficult to say. I mean, this is always a good ability to be able to fight right after the other. But it's also, I think the Gitmobs will be like, they will be flexible units and they will have a lot of movement. They will move around the battlefield. I don't think that they will be super durable. I think they will be able to like run around the battlefield and then pick the fights that they want to engage in. That's I think that will be their purpose for most of the new units. And so let's go through that. Like we see the snarlfang cavalry that I just showed you. They will have, so this is fun to see as well. They will have the pointy skuas that will have +1 damage when they charge. 4 attacks, 4 to hit, 5 to wound, no rend, and 1 damage. To me, 5 to wound, that's, I mean, 4 and 5s, that's pretty weak, and no rend as well. Even if you get a bunch of attacks, it's not going to do very much. And yeah, even with the +1 damage, with no rend, it's going to be difficult to do damage with this for a lot of armies. They also have their companions that do, they have 3 attacks and 4s and 3s and damage 2, still no rend. The thing is that, like, well, you get 7 attacks. You can also, since I think that these will come in packs of, I think you have a unit of 3. Like on the picture it shows 2 here, 2 there, but then you have 2 over here. So I would guess that it's like, it might be that you just have them in a unit of 2. But I would guess that it's going to be a unit of 3. So you get some attacks. We don't know the health characteristic of this one. I think that it's going to be like 5 up saves. They also have this effect that when they charge, they have strike first. And that's always good. If you compare it to the Grot Bounders that I like to play, they don't have strike first. And if you charge with multiple Grot Bounders and also rockets, then you always want to, or almost always want to go with the Grot Bounders first. But then if you don't do that, then maybe they die before they get to hit. And I think this will be like the same for this army, this unit, but this unit will be able to have strike first if you manage to be the one who charges. So that is a good thing, I think. Then again, I think that just looking at this, I think the Grot Bounders feels better at the moment. Still. But this is all depending, you know, what will the points be and what will the effect be for the moon when we come to the squigs, because we don't know that yet. And also like what else will be in the Gitmob faction part, or the part of the faction. So besides that, we're gonna go and see the chariot, because they went through that, and the chariot, they just put up one of its effect that you can use once per turn in the movement phase. I think this one is really good, the effect of this one. So this unit can move a distance up to its move characteristics. It can pass through other models and the combat ranges of enemy units, but it cannot end that move in combat. Then pick up to 1 enemy infantry unit that this unit has passed across during that move to be the target. Inflict D3 mortal damage on the target. Add 1 to the amount of mortal damage inflicted for each model in this unit. So if you you probably have, these probably come just like one size, but if you reinforce them, then maybe you can have 2. That's my guess. And that will be a minimum of 2 mortal damage then. But the thing about it is the designer's note here. This unit can use this ability even if it's in combat. So I think this is good. Like, you can just move this unit around, be annoying. And you can also, like, since you can move and you don't get to end the movement in combat, then that means that you can move out of combat. And which is good, because then you can still charge if it's your turn. And this is, and since it's your movement phase, that's when you do it. But we don't know anything else about this. That's the only thing we know. But I think that it will probably have something, like when it charges, I think it will do some damage as well. It feels like it. It looks like it on the pictures. Like the wolves will have something, or like they will have some impact damage or whatnot. This is a type of impact damage that I think will be interesting. So I'm excited to see what else there is to Sunsteala Wheelas. It's always difficult with all the names. And then, so what they also say is that with the upcoming choice of Snarlboss and the Freshlight Shaman on War Wheeler as heroes for your army, plus the revival of the Doom Diver Catapult, the finest grot convenience system since Droggz learned how to throw overarm throws. Upcoming, they're going to show more of this, I think, today. And it's going to be interesting what they show, but I think they will show something about the new units. And I'm looking forward to that. And so if we just look through the new units, so we have some info, and here you can see, like, my point is kind of valid that they're going to come in packs of 3, because that's what it shows on the pictures. And these looks like they're going to be single model, but you can probably reinforce them to have 2 in a unit. And so this is what we know so far. And in the army set, this is what you will get. And you will also get the battle tome, which is great. And as you can see here, we went through this character already. And we went through the cavalry, and then we went through the Sunsteala Wheelas. And then I think upcoming today will be this, the Doom Diver Catapult. We will get some info of that, I would guess. And I think this is still, like, I'm really excited to see what this is going to be. The model is awesome, I think, and I missed it, like the old version of it. I missed that one. If you don't remember it, it looks like Doom Diver Catapult. So you have this one here. Still pretty cool, and really assembles the new one. Yeah. Excited to see what that will do. And then besides that, we have the this one that will also be a hero, because these are the chariots. And then we have the Snarlboss on War Wheeler, and they will probably be some kind of synergy between them. Yeah, and I mean, this looks like it's gonna do a bunch of damage. Then we have this one, the new shaman. That's gonna be interesting, because I mean, it looks like it's gonna have a bunch of movement as well. So I'm very curious to see, like, what effects will this guy have? Will he just be run around the battlefield casting out spells or effects, or will he be able to do something by himself, like damage-wise? The wolves will probably do some kind of damage. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, I'm excited for this new battle tome, and I'm also gonna be excited for the upcoming releases. Let me know what you think so far about the changes of the army. I'm most curious about, do you think that we will see a more mixed playstyle where you pick some Gitmobs, you have some squigs, you have some trolls in there, and some Moon Clan units, or do you think that we will like still have, as of now, like we have a bunch of trolls and sometimes we have a bunch of squigs. Sometimes you merge 2 of them, but a lot of the time you don't merge everything. And also, what do you think about like the spiders' future? Will they just be worthless, or will they have a part in this new battle tome? Yeah, let me know what you think, and talk to you soon again. Take care. Bye.